Fellow citizens, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah ta'ala barakatuh. May this holy month of Ramadan strengthen our taqwa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow on us peace, abundance, and blessings. Our country, like all countries around the world, has continued to wrestle with the immense global economic crisis and the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Global supply chains have been disrupted, and everything around the world is now more expensive in every country. Food, fuel, and other goods are now more expensive in United States, United Kingdom, France, China, Australia, India, Nigeria, Ghana, Guinea, and even in Sierra Leone than they were just a few months ago. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has continued to be merciful to our great nation. My government has taken immediate steps to soften the impact of these hard economic times. Our Quick Action Economic Recovery Program and other subsidies and tax incentives have kept essential goods on the market. Government has also undertaken social safety net programs to help out the hardest hit and most vulnerable of our citizens. Multilateral partners have praised my government's action in successfully battling waves of COVID-19. In the last 2 years, our response to the pandemic has been praised by the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control. We have also managed the economy responsibly and supported private sector growth. We have also kept our investment in human capital, infrastructure, energy, while protecting and promoting rights and good governance. We have built and rehabilitated more school infrastructure, committed more money to supporting education, extended universal access to free quality education to all children, provided free learning and teaching materials, revamped vocational education, and fundamentally changed education in just 4 years. This is more than any government has ever done in 4 years. In just 4 years, we have hired and trained more nurses and doctors, reduced maternal and child mortality, minimized common disease burdens, built and rehabilitated more hospitals and community health care centers, expanded private sector investment, regularized the delivery of low-cost drugs, introduced an effective national ambulance service, initiated innovative health provider services, and gained the confidence of our partners with their investment of hundreds of millions of dollars in that sector. This is more than any government has ever done in 4 years. In 4 years, we have increased agricultural productivity, introduced more mechanization in all 16 districts, provided more input support for farmers, established more new cash crop fields, and expanded agricultural value chains. This is more than any government has ever done in 4 years. We have built more roads and bridges, including rural roads and bridges, major international highways to Liberia, a highway to Moyamba, the Mabam Bridge, and the Magbele Bridge. We are working on new highways in the Kono and Kailan districts. With regard to public infrastructure, we are building a $270 million airport terminal, rehabilitating the National Stadium for about $40 million United States dollars, building an ultra-modern Foreign Service Academy, erecting several modern NACIT regional offices, and all but completed the ACC and NATCOM headquarters buildings. We have turned sword for several infrastructural projects, including the Connaught University. 2 days ago, I commissioned an imposing Mayon officers' mess and a 104-bedroom single officers' quarter. Yesterday, I commissioned the massive 30-acre APP SL Petroleum Storage Tank Farm that expanded the storage capacity and hence assures the availability of fuel in Sierra Leone market. When we talk about infrastructure, we talk about purposeful infrastructure that assures the resilience of this nation. In just 4 years, we have expanded energy access and provided electricity to more towns and villages in Sierra Leone than any government has ever done. Maisiaka, Foredugu, Mambolo, Mange, and Rukupu in the north, Moyamba Junction, Tayama, Sumbuya, Koribondo, and Solima in the south, Gurahun, Bwajibo, Jojoima, Mobai, and Manoa Town in the east can now boast of electricity for the first time. Bo and Kedima now have regular supply of electricity and work is ongoing on all district headquarter towns. My government is working assiduously on more energy generation capacity for the western area and have invested more in refurbishing transmission and distribution assets and lines right across this nation. This is more than any government has done in 4 years. We have expanded access to potable water across the country with brand new investments in water infrastructure and assets in all district headquarter towns and other towns and villages across the country. On Saturday, I visited Guma Valley, and yesterday, I commissioned 15 brand new water bowsers to support the distribution of water in the underserved communities in Freetown. This is in addition to the 20 bowsers my government purchased just 2 years ago. UNICEF and WHO asserts that my government has increased access to potable water by 24% in the rural areas and 6% in the western area. This is more than any government has ever done in 4 years. In sectors such as fisheries, mining, tourism, the downstream petroleum sector, the environment, and more, my government's performance over these 4 years has been highly commended by independent international organizations. In just 4 years, my government has either passed or is working on more laws and policies for the protection of girls, especially for sexual offenses. and the promotion of gender empowerment and equality laws, disability rights and empowerment, mental health care, and more. In just 4 years, we have passed the Millennium Challenge Corporation scorecard every year, excelling in the areas of control of corruption and ruling justly. We have abolished the death penalty, repealed seditious libel laws, actively advocated for investment in an independent media industry, and joined the International Religious Freedom or Belief Alliance. No journalist is imprisoned for the practice of journalism, and we have continually reduced prison populations. We have invested in and registered remarkable improvements in access to justice, disaster management, public safety, and the correctional system. This is more than any government has ever done in 4 years. Fellow citizens, we are a tough and optimistic people. In spite of the distractions of a few people who have made talking bad things about their country a political hobby, we are making great progress on all fronts. Let us focus on staying together to continue building a more resilient and progressive nation. We have now earned the respect of nations all over Africa and the world. International cooperation and support are at an all-time high. We will keep doing more. 3 days ago, the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia allocated the highest number of pilgrims to Sierra Leone, 500 more than at any time in the nation's history. Fellow citizens, in this holy month of peace and benevolence, let us continue to love our fellow countrymen and women and understand that our purpose as a nation is bigger than our personal ambitions. Fellow citizens, Ramadan Kareem and Happy Independence Day.